Good morning, YouTube. How's it going? Welcome back to the channel. It's a Wealthy Life. My name is Dan, and today I wanted to follow up on my previous video on Convenience Street, and two things I didn't talk about Convenience Street. A little more about the product you're typically buying on Convenience Street, and that is unhealthy food, right? How it affects you, how it affects your wealth. Currently today and in the future, and then what are some ways that you can prevent stopping at those convenience opportunities, right? So the first thing, what are you buying when you're paying for convenience? You're paying for an inferior product, in my opinion. Now, you know, some of the restaurants on Convenience Street are better than others, right? You're going to pay a higher premium for products that are a little healthier, for sure, that taste better, right? But at the end of the day, what are you buying there? You're getting sugars, tons of sugars in those products, and you're getting more fat than what you normally would eat if you were to cook your own meals from the grocery store, right? And we'll get into the grocery store. There's obviously convenience traps even at the grocery store. Yeah, the food that you're going to eat for that convenience, it's just not good for you. And here's what it does, is you know it's not good for you when after you eat it, you feel like garbage, basically. You're like, why did I eat that, right? And then, you know, maybe that day you feel really tired, right? And so that's the key, right? America is going to sell you more convenience because you're tired, right? You don't want to cook after you've eaten one of these fast food or, you know, any of these restaurants. You're not going to want to cook for yourself. You're not going to want to work harder, right? You're going to want to pay for a different service in your life. Maybe the next day you feel tired still and you're like, oh, I'm going to hire the lawn out, right? There's another service, right? There's another convenience that you're going to pay for, right? And again, they know, corporate or the wealthy know, that own all these companies, they know you're going to feel like crap, and then you're going to go right back to that convenience. And then you're going to gain weight. You may have some health problems. You may have heart conditions from that, type 2 diabetes. The list goes on, you know, and there's a lot of unknown health problems that you might have from these type of convenient services that you're purchasing, right? And again, you're losing wealth every time you go to one of these places. And that's not even including the ramifications it has when you get older, right? If you continually utilize these conveniences of fast food and unhealthy food, you're literally going to struggle when you get older. You're going to struggle to do any basic tasks, and you're going to need to pay for even more conveniences. You're going to be broke. It's not to say that you can't enjoy these conveniences, you know, every now and then in moderation. You know, it's okay to go to, you know, a fast food place or a Noodles or whatever, Panera Bread. You know, I like going to those places, but the way I kind of think of those places, it's more of like kind of a treat for my family. You know, once in a blue moon, we'll go to a sit-down restaurant, right? And it's an experience for my kids. When I was a kid, my parents rarely took me to these restaurants. We would go to Big Boy here and there. That was the restaurant of the day. But my parents didn't make a lot of money, and so they didn't go to these places a lot because they knew they were expensive. They didn't rack up credit cards. They paid cash for everything. They struggled, right? And I hear a lot of stories about today. Everyone's struggling. Well, why are you at the McDonald's drive-thru? Why are you sitting at Panera, right? If your credit card's $10,000, why are you at Noodles and Company eating this high sugar food, right? It tastes great, don't get me wrong, right? And then you get a soda with it. Again, not healthy, right? So something to think about. You know, if you're going to do it in moderation, right? So the other thing I think that is good to talk about is, you know, how do you mitigate convenience street? How do you stop from going to these places, right? I'll tell you what, step one, make your tea or your coffee at home, right? Make it at home before you go to convenience street to go get something, right? Don't stop at Starbucks for your $5, $6, $8 latte. I don't even know what it is. I've been to Starbucks probably 5 times in my life. I'm not a big coffee drinker. I drink tea. When I do go to Starbucks, I'll get a tea, right? Maybe if I'm traveling, I'll probably stop at Starbucks. But yeah, like that's step one, right? Prepare before you go. Takes you 10 extra minutes, a little bit of planning time, right? The other thing, when you go to these box stores, whether it's Home Depot, maybe you need some sheets of plywood, you're fixing something on your roof, whatever it is, right? Have a plan and just go there, get the exact items you need. If you need to, make a list. Go there with the list, check off the items as you're walking through the aisles, get what you need, and bail and drive home. Don't stop on your way, right? Don't stop at Target to pick up something else that you just thought of. Don't stop at whatever. I mean, the more places you stop, the more conveniences around you, and that's psychologically going to make you think, man, I need to stop and get a burger, right? I'm going to stop and get some fries, whatever. I'm going to stop and get some donuts on my way back, right? So that's one way to help, is have a plan. The other way is, now it's all about convenience. When you're busy in life, whether you have kids, whether you don't, maybe you and your spouse, you're both working really hard, maybe 12-hour days, you're going to be tired at the end of the day, and you're going to think, man, we just need to go stop and get some food, right? Some takeout. Instead, I talked about planning. Plan your meals. Plan your meals. Whether you take out meat at the beginning of the day and then your meat's defrosted at the end of the day so you can cook or barbecue at the end of the day. You're ready, right? You've got maybe some food prep could also help in the morning, right? Make that part of your daily routine. Wake up a little earlier, maybe prep some food, cut up your vegetables for some meal that you're going to cook in the evening, right? Another way you can do it, I've heard some families, they do like Sunday cooking, right? Where they cook like chili, maybe spaghetti. They cook a bunch of meals, like 5 days worth, right? And then maybe they put 1 in the fridge and then 4 in the freezer, right? And then each day they take each one out and they defrost them in some certain way. Or another way to do it is a slow cooker, right? Get a slow cooker, go online, find some good slow cooker recipes. You know, that can save you some money, some time, energy, right? Again, when you're done working, when you're done with your activities, you're tired. You don't want to cook. And I keep coming back to this cooking thing because I think it's an extremely important thing a lot of people don't realize. I grew up with my parents cooking, and they're still alive today. They're very healthy, and they still cook every day. Do they go out to eat? Yes. They go out once in a while, right? It's a special occasion. They'll go out. But they're wealthy, and, you know, they've shown me how to gain and generate wealth. And I'm really happy in my life. Yes. Am I tired at the end of the day? Do I want to cook? Do I want to do takeout? Yeah, I do, right? But I have to discipline myself and my brain, rewire my brain to not do that. Like even today, I got to take my son to go get a flu shot, and it's right next to Convenience Street down into town. And my wife said before she left for the day, she goes, well, maybe we can all go and we can, go out to eat. And I was thinking about my channel, and I said, nah, let's just come back. I'll cook something, right? So I got to figure out what to take out, right? I got to take out some meat. But we make a list. You know, we buy groceries for about 10 days, sometimes a week, sometimes 10 days, depends on how we feel like scheduling our meals out. But yeah, those are the 2 points I want to make. Your health, right? Think about your health. When you're driving down Convenience Street to go get your hammer or your nails, think about your health. Think about your money too, right? You don't want to spend money on that. And think about how to plan better, right? Bring your coffee, right? Hey, if you're out and about shopping for the day, plan and bring a cooler and just brown bag it. Oh, and I forgot to mention, okay, if you're an office worker, and typically office workers, they work near the Convenience Street, right? You got to go into an office, brown bag it. I tell you, I can't stress enough. Just bring your lunch. Pack a fruit, pack a yogurt, a quick sandwich, whether it's peanut butter jelly, a turkey sandwich, whatever, maybe a little bit of chips. You know, it's healthier than the fast food you're going to buy, and it's cheaper, right? So let me know what you guys think. I think that, again, I'm going to stress these things over time, but I think it's an important thing to talk about, you know. Let me know what you think. If you enjoyed this video, you know, let me know in the comments below. Like and subscribe the video, and you guys have a great day. Thanks.